Welcome back to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, and the first thing I want to say to you guys is rip the motherfucking paper hands. Ooh, I know they're pissed. And if you brought the dip, I know you're lit. Man, I am happy. We really needed that Friday push. So that is what's up. And that happened 3 days before the full moon. So you guys know I'm really excited for this full moon. But that can go either way. So we're definitely going to look at the indicators based on that. But before I get started, I want you guys to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't been there before. We do AMC DD update videos almost every week. And this is DD on AMC. You definitely aren't going to get anywhere else. So subscribe right now. Check us out on our Discord, the Market Moon Lord. You guys need to see real fast this 30-second clip that I put out last weekend on AMC, what I said was going to happen on Friday. Okay, guys, so I have Friday open, and Friday looks like a climax, all right? Because look at this, all right? I look at the sun. The sun is the day before his birthday, but it's still making a 0-degree conjunction to AMC's sun. That's a big time energy. It's practically AMC's birthday, so I definitely think Friday could get us a really interesting movement, all right? Definitely expect news with this. Definitely expect new information, new chapters for AMC coming into Friday. That is looking pretty interesting. Okay, so I played that video just in case you're new and haven't really seen any of these predictions play out. We know AMC tracks the moon phases. It doesn't perfectly track it every single time, but in this time it didn't look like it was going to make the new moon reversal, but it actually did, guys, because on the new moon we closed lower than we closed today. So it did actually reverse, even though it was like a few cents based upon the last new moon phase. But AMC does follow the moon phases. We've been tracking AMC forever. And yeah, if you're watching this video on Saturday, December 17th, or December 18th, excuse me, we are AMC's official birthday. And like I said, a solar return when the sun meets where the sun was when the company came into existence, that's considered a solar return, considered a birthday. New chapters, new beginnings, new opportunities, new shine. The sun is illumination, all right? So AMC came in strong for us on AMC's birthday. That's absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about that. I actually, I was tested. I had some dark thoughts a couple times, but I never came close to actually selling. But I was contemplating, you can say, but I kept my conviction. And I know most of the people who watch these videos here did that as well. And I know most of the people in the Ape Nation also did that. And that's what's really cool about what just happened, all right? We dropped so fucking far that we definitely got rid of the weak hands, all right? And I feel like everyone holding now, for the most part, are diamond hands. And we should only really go up from here. I mean, if we drop under 20 ever again, I mean, that's going to be brought up so quickly. It's not going to even be funny. All right. And you guys see it's like Friday, we got a 20% day. All right. So, hey, AMC is just once in a lifetime opportunity. And I hope you guys don't miss the boat. Okay. Now, let's check out these moon phases. All right. We can see here on the new moon that we closed right at 28.79. Okay. And then today we closed on Friday, we closed right at 29.12. All right. So we barely got over that new moon price point, but we still did it, guys. Okay. And so that is perfect because that sets us up perfectly for a full moon pop. Now, I'm not going to lie. The full moon pop could have been today and is over with. All right. But the full moon is on Sunday, and I'm thinking it's going to continue that energy from Sunday's full moon is going to continue on Monday's price action. That's my personal thoughts. We have seen where AMC starts to pop before a full moon, and if it pops on the full moon, it continues to pop sometimes, and that's exactly what we could be getting in this situation. Another thing I want to point out is what happened over here. This is where right before we ran up in May, we had the new moon. It climbed, and then it started getting pulled down, and then right on the full moon, it popped again. Okay, now, and we saw how far it popped. Right, it went way up here. Now look at this. We had the new moon over here. Went up a little bit, it fell down. Then right before the full, we got a big pop. Okay. And to me, the fact that we popped right above where we needed to be, that's like the launch pad, okay? Nothing was going to happen if we didn't make it back to this red line, all right? And we did. And so for that reason alone, Monday we could be coming into fireworks, okay? Where it wants to continue this full moon pop. And if we do, I'm thinking a 20%, another 20% day is possible, because you guys know I have not moved these lines. And they're there based on the moon phases, and we could see, right on that new moon, we fell right underneath that line. I said the 17 would be the absolute low. Thank God we didn't actually go that far, but we went pretty close to it, just to pop right back to my, support / resistance line right here. Okay, so that's like the launch pad. We're there. All right, so if we continue this full moon pop, we're most likely going to go to this $34 level, and that's going to put us at another this is about a 20% gain, 17% right there. Okay, so I am expecting if we do get a pop Monday, that's where we're going. Now, I do want to throw up some indicators for further information. We know when we get the full moon energy, we definitely want to see volume into it. We definitely started getting high volume. Even a few days before that, we hit over 100 mil. And this day, Friday, we also hit over 100 mil. We look at the MACD, is starting to squeeze pink, less red, and it looks like it wants to go green. We look at the RSI, it's still oversold, which is beautiful. It's a good time to buy still to this point based on the daily, and it's also heading up. So though all those indicators are still heading up, to me that's pretty bullish for a big move on Monday. Let's throw up some more indicators. Okay, so I removed all my support lines. I just want to show you guys a chart with a few more indicators. One thing I want to point out is the visible range right here, the horizontal support. It looks like we're going to have a lot of resistance at that $34 level. So if we do pop to the 34 and we go past that, we're probably going to get hit with a heavy amount of resistance right at that $38 level, which is right where we have that yellow line of support, because we want to be there. Okay, so that is definitely possible, but I imagine if we do pop past this one at the 34, we're going to probably get some resistance around that $38 level. Okay, I don't personally think this is like a squeeze full moon situation, only because we started from such a low point, but it is, you never know what's going to happen when it comes to AMC. Again, that full moon does fall on Sunday, but I am anticipating for it to continue to climax into Monday. And if that's the case, we could be looking at something just like this. All right, we got the full moon and we kept rising during the waning period, and I am optimistic that that's going to be the case this time. If that's not the case, guys, then it does look like unfortunately, the $17 level would be still an area to look out for if we get a full moon drop coming into Monday. Okay, and then we're just playing the same game, waiting to the new moon, and then that would actually line up closer to my January squeeze dates. All right, so what we're gonna do now is check out the actual chart, the astrology chart for AMC, like we always do, to get a better idea of the price action. And if you guys appreciate this, DD, and want to show support, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, let's jump into the chart. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, so you guys saw the video I put out last week regarding AMC squeeze dates. I said there's definitely a lot of potential for it in January. I also mentioned March, but look at what they're saying about January right here.
A note that dropped within the last hour from somebody we follow very closely. That's Marco Kolanovic of JP Morgan. Jason Snipe, I'm going to play this to you. He's not ready to throw in the towel. He says a short squeeze rally into year end looks likely. Now, this is taking everything into consideration. Fed policy, this policy change, a more hawkish Fed, if you want to characterize it as that. Omicron, the variant that's drawing a lot of concern globally. He says, and I quote, "The narrative for the sell-off is related to Omicron and the Fed, while actual selling comes largely from de-risking and shorting from equity and macro hedge funds." Can you guys throw that back up there just so folks can follow along, please? For short selling campaigns to succeed, there has to be positioning, liquidity, and often systematic amplifiers of the sell-off. We believe these conditions are not met. and hence this market episode may end up in a short squeeze and cyclical rally into year-end and January. Omicron's mortality rate is very low. This is consistent with Omicron being a bullish rather than bearish market development.
This is CNBC actually saying there's potential squeezes going to be taking place late this month and into January, and that's lining up. So I'm actually pretty excited. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we don't really see news articles like that too often. Now, some people are saying that that could be fake squeeze and they want us to sell early after they run it up, but that's your decision. But I do think things are definitely stirring up, and the squeeze could really, truly, potentially be right around the corner. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see what we see. Okay, so while we look at the chart for AMC, you guys know what it is. We got AMC IPO date up here, and then we have market open 9:30 a.m. for December 20th. I'm going to go over the big aspects. The very first thing I want to talk about is the fact that Venus just went retrograde, okay? Venus deals with money, it deals with relationships, in the stock market, money, mergers, that type of thing. And it deals with the creative things, arts, anything aesthetics and branding, very AMC-like energy, Venus energy, right? So Venus just went retrograde over the weekend, and it will be retrograde over on Monday. Now, I will say a few times during major run-ups for AMC, we had Mercury retrograde, which is an inner planet like Venus, all right? So I'm not going to say a retrograde is a negative thing, but when a planet goes over another planet, it could definitely cause fluctuation. And Venus is over her Venus, right before the Venus return. It went retrograde on AMC, and it went retrograde right on top of AMC's Venus. This is a 2-degree conjunction, okay? So to me, this is like, we're not quite there for the ultimate climax, right, with this Venus conjunction, but this is going to show brand new branding opportunities, a brand new potential persona, brand new merger opportunities. A lot of people are saying Adam wants to buy up a lot of the buildings that from the other theater that just had that horrible lawsuit from one of their major competitions. That could be something like that, where, you know, retrograde is when you go back or where you refine something, retune something, and reanalyze, you know, and try to make something happen. Okay, so I do expect some serious merger opportunities or new relationships for AMC. Okay, new branding for AMC. Something very nice and big is happening there, and the fact that Venus literally just started conjuncting that Venus this week, and we had these type of moves. To me, this is a very bullish thing, especially when Venus starts going forward again. But before Venus goes forward again, she's going to go like way over here, okay? She's going to hit that Pluto eventually, which I'm looking forward to that as well. But Venus is shaking things up. It is going to be still on top of Venus for Monday. To me, this could definitely bring in a lot of energy for AMC. And speaking of energy, look at this Mars right here. Mars sextiling Mars with air and fire, okay? Mars brings a lot of energy and passion to the situation, especially, you know, passion from people who are trading the stock, all right? So Mars sextiling Mars, to me, can definitely is definitely a lot of energy on Monday, okay? I definitely, just on that aspect, I'm expecting a surge of trading on AMC on Monday. Now, we do know that we just had the full moon pop on Friday. It could continue to lead into Monday. If we still keep popping on Monday, this Mars sextile is going to supercharge us to keep shooting up. If we don't, and we get a drop into the waning moon phase period, like sometimes we do at this time, then that Mars could serve as a major energy to keep dropping us hard. Okay, but volatility on Monday definitely seems very possible, very likely actually. And then when we look at this sun, the sun is right on top of the sun. I can't help but think that's pretty bullish, okay? Because sun is illumination, the sun is taking action, sun is trying to show us something, show the people something, and the stocks, it has a lot to do with the company management, the company's reputation, and attention, okay? So AMC is going to get a lot of attention like it did this week, right before the birthday. This is right after the birthday. It's still going to have a lot of attention. We're probably still going to hear from Adam because the son is the authoritative, the CEO of the company, right? And I do expect some bullish news coming from the actual company. And I also expect just a lot of news in general, a lot of chatter in general on AMC. To me, having this Mars sextiling Mars right here, the sun on top of the sun, there's a lot of fire, okay? So if we head up on Monday, I'm expecting a lot of energy for that. If we start heading down, I'm expecting a lot of energy for that as well. If I had to pick which way we're going to go, I say up just because of what just happened on this full moon. Another thing that's happening is Mercury. We know Mercury will bring in that news, all right? And AMC likes Mercury. We have a 0-degree conjunction, all right? Now, conjunctions are two planets on top of each other, so it doesn't really tell us exactly what that means all the time because it could kind of play out like an opposition. It can go either way. But Mercury on top of Pluto right here, this is a really good bullish indicator of us coming out with news that deals with something behind the scenes. If we find out something about AMC stock or the manipulation, that can definitely be the case with this because Pluto deals with secrets. If AMC does come out and makes a big announcement on some type of transformation or some type of change, I would not be surprised. If AMC is trying to take over those other theaters, like I said, I will not be surprised, and we could be getting news based on that. Mercury does rule news in the stock market. We still have Jupiter conjunct the sun as well, with Jupiter rules expansion. We saw it happen this week, okay? And then coming into Monday, the moon is at its home sign of Cancer, the home sign for AMC, and it will be going over the Jupiter over here, which is also very expansive like energy. All right. So I would assume whatever happens on Monday, it's going to really set the tune for the rest of the week. All right. So we start popping on Monday based on what I'm seeing on this chart. That pop's going to last throughout the week or vice versa. All right. So I'm going to look at the key things I see during the week. I might pull up Tuesday. I might skip it. Let me run through a little bit of this and let's see what we see. Okay, so yeah, I did pull up Tuesday, and the thing I want to point out is what happened to this Mercury. The Mercury is now not only conjunct Pluto, but it's also opposite AMC's moon, while the moon is in AMC's sign of Cancer. So I like that energy, and the moon is making an opposition of Venus. Venus is getting a lot of attention this week. So Venus typically does move the stock in a positive direction. We know Mercury can definitely move the stock in a positive direction, especially when it's making an aspect to the moon. So I am bullish for Tuesday. I am definitely bullish for Tuesday. Those are the big changes. Let's check out Wednesday. Okay, so we had some interesting things come up on Wednesday. We had a change of energy, a shift of energy, so we could get a new shift on Wednesday. The first thing that I see is, what was it? Oh yeah, it was the Uranus. Okay, look at what happened on Uranus. So from Tuesday to Wednesday, Uranus started getting hit from Mars, and it started getting hit from the moon. Okay, and to me, the moon kind of deals with the people's emotion, deals with the masses. Okay, Mars deals with passion, and Uranus deals with volatility in the stock market. Okay, and Mars can definitely bring volatility too. So Wednesday looks super volatile. Not to mention Mars is still sextiling Mars. I'm expecting a lot of volatility coming into Wednesday, and it also looks positive. Literally, the only square we have is with the Neptune over here squaring Mercury, and that's been there all year, guys, all year. Okay, so Wednesday looks pretty positive. It actually looks more positive than most of the days that we looked at so far. So I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Wednesday definitely looks volatile. All right, let's look at Thursday. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate giving them day by day price action because it's really hard to say based on that. Okay, guys, but I'm not gonna lie. I like what what I see on Thursday too. All right, on Thursday we come into the moon making a 0-degree trine to Mercury. I'm telling you, this looks like a very news-heavy week. Okay, where the stock is going to get controlled by the news. Okay, if we get some really good numbers after this weekend again on AMC, that's only going to put more fuel to the fire. I really like this Mars, this trine to the moon trine Mercury. We have definitely seen some big moves with the moon here. It is making a square to Saturn, and Saturn can kind of ruin fun sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Saturn could be ruining the fun for us on Thursday, but if Saturn does get in the way and we get some type of catalyst type news, Thursday looks like it can be a very serious day for us. We also have a opposition between Mercury and Jupiter over here. Okay, so more energy getting towards news. Okay, I'm expecting a lot of news this week. Let's check out the end of the week Friday. Okay, so the biggest thing I want to say on Friday is what happened to the sun. It's no longer conjuncting AMC sun, so birthday party is over pretty much on Friday. And then the sun starts making a square to Mars, and that's not necessarily the most positive thing. Mars can sometimes represent cutting energy. It represents like surgery, working with the hands and cutting. So Mars can definitely bring some cuts into the situation coming into Friday, making a square to the sun like that. So if I were to say one day that didn't look that great, it would probably be on Friday. And then other things, we have a moon opposite Neptune. This could be dealing with deception, and that's that same that Neptune energy is really about like things happening that's not, it's like illusions. That's why I call myself the Blue Moon Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, so we could be dealing with some illusions coming into Friday, but hopefully things are stable if we do get a red day, because the moon will be in Virgo, and that's a more stabilizing energy. And then we also have some Saturn energy coming into play. We have Mercury sextiling Saturn, which can also be a very stabilizing energy. Okay, so Friday might be a little bit of a boring day, but I can't ignore the fact that Jupiter is at 29 degrees Aquarius, okay, and that's a very interesting degree for Jupiter to come into on Friday. Because we know the 29th degree is a very climax degree of any sign, or any house for that matter as well. And last time Jupiter went from the 29th degree to the 0 degree of Pisces, we also had that big move back in June. So that could be a saving grace for us coming into Friday, okay? But Friday doesn't look as positive as the other days. But the moon is making a sextile to the North Node. Okay, but this week is looking pretty positive. But remember, we are dealing with the full moon pop coming into Monday. So we could be popping to that $34 level that I told you about, which looks pretty likely with the increase in volume and everything starting to point up on the indicators. But let's just say hypothetically we start to drop. It could be a heavy drop to around that $20 range, like I was pointing out in the chart. Remember, guys, if that's the case, we got rid of the paper hands. Okay, so we're just going to be bouncing around the range we are now in the $20 range up into the next new moon. And that's going to lead us to the full moon in January. And that's also around the time frame that other people are also looking at for a squeeze. Okay, don't be discouraged if we do end up getting a full moon drop on Monday, okay? Even though it looks like we're going to get a pop. It is possible, all right? Because Monday we do enter officially in a waning period, but there's a potential that we're going to continue the full moon pop, okay? But you guys tell me what you think. Do you guys think we're going to get a pop on Monday, or we're going to get a drop? Do you guys think we're going to squeeze by the end of the month, or do you guys think the squeeze is going to be in January? I don't know. I don't even care. I just know we're going to squeeze, and I'm going to get those tendies, all right? But I really, 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 really want to give a shout out to all the people who diamond-handed it. I also want to say RIP to all the weak paper hands. It just wasn't for you guys, all right? The stock market is for the strong, not the weak. Scared money don't make money out here. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Go ahead and drop a like if you don't mind. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you appreciate this DD, you definitely can't get AMC DD anywhere else like this. And if you guys want to check us out at the Market Moonlord Discord, there's a lot of great people in there. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm so excited for this week. I'm super hyped. I'm actually recording this video on Friday because like I was just so hyped on making this video. But I'll catch you guys next week. Maybe you won't. Maybe we will squeeze and I might just like never have to go on the internet again. Who knows? But yeah, until next time, guys. I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars, especially AMC stars. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.